Hi. In this project, we are going to validate our APIs and we will check the request parameters which are coming in the APIs are in correct form or not. So the name is validation project demo with description as a demo project for validation and package is com.sumit.playjava. Click on next and get the dependency of web for the REST project and the DevTools for loading things at runtime. If these are not available here, we can type in the search bar and just get the dependency. Click on next and click on finish. So let's go to the POM file and make it to some previous versions because some previous versions are generally stable. So I'm going to pom.xml and type here as 1.0 and click on save and close this. So let's go to the main file of this project, and in the main file the file is annotated with @Spring Boot application. So it depicts that this is a Spring Boot project. So here we are going to create a REST controller. So I am annotating with REST controller and I will provide the APIs. For APIs, let's first go with the get mapping. That is, we are going to go with the get method. So for get mapping, we are going to provide the URL. So let's provide the value of the URL as hyphen validate, and let's provide a method that is public return type as string and get data is a method name. Here I am going to provide a parameter. For that I am providing here as path param. In the path param I am going to provide the parameter as data that will be mapped to string, that is the data type. And here this is the URL where I will be providing this data which will be a parameter that is path param, and I'll simply return that parameter which is being passed from the browser or with some Postman APIs. So here I'm just print in method get data and this API is somewhat okay. So let's run this, right click, run as Spring Boot application. So our project is going to start. So this Spring Boot project is started, and as you can see it has started on this port number 8080. So let's go to the Postman and with this validate URL. So this is the 8080 with validate URL. Simply sending this get mapping, and as you can see this data was empty and has not been passed, so nothing is coming in the Postman, but here you can see it has gone in this method, that is in method get data. So now what I am doing, I am just providing here annotation at that not null, that whenever I will not be sending this or I will be sending as a null, it will throw an error. So as you can see this is of JavaX validation, but the thing is that it will still not work. Let me show you. I'm sending here, nothing has happened, it is exactly the same. It has gone in this method but it has not printed any data because data is null. For thing to work we need to provide this annotation that is @validate on the class where we are providing the validation. So this validate is of Spring, as you can see all.spring.validate. So this is of Spring and the validate that is of not null is not of Spring but it is of JavaX. So both of things work together and provide the validation. So now the things will work, and let me reload this application and let me clear the console, and now when I'll hit this, as you can see error has come. As you can see get data is a method and data is a parameter, it is saying must not be null. So as you can see, let me scroll down, here is the get data is a method and the data is a parameter which should not be null. So things has worked accordingly. Now let's provide the parameter that is data equals, let's provide this only, this is play Java, I'm providing this only and I'm hitting enter, and as you can see this is play Java which is coming, which we have provided in the API. This has come, the error is from the previous hit. Let me clear it and show you one more time. See, as you can see the method console data is coming and it has gone inside this with the data and it has simply returned the data which I have passed in the URL. So our API has worked. Now let's go with the parameters which in place where we are not sending the string but we are sending the object. So for that let's provide the object in the body. For that I am going with the post mapping, that is the post method, and I will provide the things in the body. So let's make it as request body, and this is the post mapping. and it will consume. Let's provide any type. I'll provide the JSON, but I'm providing here any type. So media type as any type. I'll sending the JSON from the body part of the post mapping. So let me reload this, and here I'll not be sending the string but the whole object of the custom object which I'll be sending. So let's make it as request data, the name of the class which I'll be creating here. So let's create a class with the name as request data. So create class request data. Inside this class I'll be providing a parameter. Let's provide a private string and the request, and let's provide the getter and setter. Right click, go to source, click on getters and setters, click on select and click on OK. So we have made our object of request data. The object contains only one field, that is the request, and it has its setters and getters. So here we will be sending the data as a request data, where we will be passing the request data, the object of request data. So let's change it to post, and let me go to the body. Let's draw and type as JSON, and in this I will be sending the request type, and the request data contains only one thing, that is, as you can see, go to the request data, it contains only this parameter, that is request. So I will be providing here the request only. So this is whole JSON is an object of request data which contains a parameter, that is request, which is currently null. And let me remove this because we are not sending in the URL but we are sending in the body. So here I pass this request data and data dot get request, the parameter which will be coming, and now everything is fine. It has get request, so I have provided here get request. So data is the request data here. So let me clear this, and now when I will hit, it will work because we have not provided any validation here. Let me move this little up. See, nothing has came, and now I'm going to provide the validation. So here I'm going to provide @not null. So whenever it will be null, then this message will come. So I'm writing message equals, let's provide hey, your request is null, exclamation mark. That's fine. We will get to know that this is our message. So let me clear everything. But the thing is that it will still not work, because here we have gone inside the request data and provided the validation here, but we have not asked this method to validate this. Only we have provided the annotation validated, but in the method level we have not asked the method to validate the request data. So the things are working. Nothing is being printed because we are passing null here. So as you can see, not null is not being checked here. Why? Because we have not asked here to check this request data. So to check this, we will provide @valid. So when we will provide @valid, it will validate the request data and it will go inside the request data and check that the things are according or not. So this is @not null. It will now be checked using @valid in the method level. So let me clear everything. Now when I will hit send with the body as a request, which is not currently as a null, and this will go inside this request data and check that this is request is null. So it will throw the error with the custom message which I have shown here. So now I will go and click on send. So as you can see, its Spring default error is coming with our custom message is also typed here, that is default message, hey your request is null, which we have provided in the object of this, hey your request is null. So the thing is, we need to provide @valid, @not null, or anything related to @not null, and @validated on the class level. Then only our things will work. So now I'll provide the message test data for validation and click on send. Our API will work properly. So this is about the validation layer which we generally provide on the API. So thank you all for watching my video.